Good morning, everyone. It is Saturday, maybe even evening for some of you across the pond. What a beautiful morning to just sit here, talk about Lightseekers, play Lightseekers. We have so much to do. Now, draft mode. What happened with my light? It was just fine not 2 seconds ago. 1 sec. Red flash. Good morning. Let me see if I can fix that, because I literally did a check. Afternoon for us on the other side of the pond. Good to know. I literally did a check on my camera, and the light was fine. And now it's just deciding to be a poop. Maybe that fixed it. Looks like it did. All technical difficulties aside, we don't have a glare. Awesome. Now, today, as it states in the information, we'll be playing for 10 hours. Rockets are hello, good morning. 10 hours, because we have so much to do. And before I was saying draft mode, we found a few bugs in draft mode that I discussed with Benny right away. He did get the thing fixed where you can have now 4 or more cards of a specific one if you draft them, and they won't put booted out of your deck. So drafting 4 Reckless Spirits is possible now, so thank the words. Also, I talked to him because I asked him, if you guys, I went back to my drafting mode, watched the videos as I was doing the editing and whatnot, and I realized that there is a major increase in card choices for your superiority element. And I asked him if that was what it was, because I was coming out with like 20 plus of soul when I did nature and 20 plus explosive when I was doing my tech draft. And I was like, do they increase based on your superiority? And he's like, yeah, there is an increase for the superiority so that you get more of those cards as a choice. So if you didn't know that as well, picking your superiority might be a big inclusion to how your deck is going to be built. Because if you pick a mechanical superiority, you'll be drafting a lot more mechanical choices than explosive over it. And I told him, I was like, Wrangler, good morning. And I told him, I was like, I understand that choice, but the percentage that you increased it might be a little high. So I don't know if he toned that back a little bit. I haven't jumped into draft yet since. Maybe we'll do that later this afternoon. We have 10 hours. Who knows what we're going to do today? Obviously, adventure mode because it's in the title, so check out that. But yeah, I was like, you might want to tone that down just a little bit, because a lot of the times I was just choosing the other elements, whether they were good or not, just to even out my base deck. And I was still getting like several choices all for explosive. And it's like, no, I chose explosive because that's all my choices were. All 4 of them were explosive. I feel I chose a bad day to return to streaming after doing non-stop work. Then Razor's also streaming. Red Flash, don't worry about it. You can stream too. That's the beauty of streaming, is that more content's out there, the more the game gets promoted. More people probably even know you from the Discord and all that stuff than they know me. If you stream, they get a choices of what they want to watch. If you do draft and I do adventure mode, we're doing the same game but different content. People might like draft more, they'll go to your channel. No reason to feel bad, man. The more streamers that come out, we're gonna be overlapping. So do not worry about it. I still do not worry if someone is streaming during my time. I still stream during my time. They can come see me. They can continue watching that other show. It does not matter to me. But yeah, it's not a bad time to return to streaming. There's never a bad time to return to streaming. Stream when you can. Stream when you can sit down and dedicate a few hours to the show. Make it your own, man. Just make it your own. I actually had breakfast. I prepped for my 10-hour stream. As you can't see because it's green and it's amazing with the screen. It is like a gallon of water here. I am all set to go. I am apparently on call this weekend, so I do have my work phone next to me, but they haven't called me in for 2 hours. So I'm crossing my fingers that means that I'm good for the day, because usually when they call me in, it's like right at 6, saying, hey, someone called in, you gotta go to the store. No TCAM yet, though, for those British superiority. Yeah, no TCAM. You can get the TCAM going, man. You can get those viewers from across the pond, and I'll take the US. What do? I'm a vendor for Pepsi. So I just go from grocery store to grocery store, stocking shelves and writing orders. Depending on the sales, I could work 60 to 65 hours a week. Sometimes it's like 40 to 45. It really fluctuates up in the air. But as summer gets going, I'll be back to my like 60 hours a week thing. So yeah, that's a thing. All right, well, I think we're done enough talking. How are you guys this morning, by the way? How are you guys? Also, who did my graphics? I can link you the person who did my graphics in a DM. I found him on Fiverr. There's a bunch of freelance artists on Fiverr that you can go to. I know Teriyaki Fish Gangs. I don't know if he's in chat. He's a graphic artist, and he does a lot of really good stuff too. I can link you his page as well. He's always looking for work, and I approve of his work. It's really good. I can't wait till I get more emote slots so I can get some emotes for him. But yeah, I can link you the guy who did my all of this beautifulness that you see behind me. So, yeah. With that being said, let's go live. Oh, look at this. Look at this beautiful game. First of all, I just want to talk about this menu. This menu looks gloriously beautiful. It looks so well done, so well thought out. I'm kind of wondering if you guys didn't see it. The quit button down here has some nice little decals. It's the only button. Oh, I guess these mission stuff do too. I didn't even notice because the blue on the white looked all blue to me. It's so amazing. No, these also have little decals as well. I love the graphics, the icons, the almost like astral alignments. All of the like insignias, glyphs, whatever you want to call them. They have them too here. I'm wondering why they aren't on everything. If they're on these, and I don't know. That's why I'm not a graphic designer. I don't make these choices. I just look at them and admire them. They look so good. Now, adventure mode. There's a lot of things I want to talk about adventure mode first, because I have been seeing just a lot of questions on Discord, on Facebook, all this stuff for adventure mode. Like, how do power cards work? How does energy work? What are the light stones? All this stuff like that. And I can answer a bit of questions because I did play the Warhammers things on stream too. And it's essentially the same program, same game mode, just reskinned. The light stones use up energy when you use them. You have to unlock a certain amount of stars to unlock the light stone. So once you get to 10 stars, you get this one unlocked. Then you can like equip it for an enhancement. You couldn't resist playing the first 6. Dude, it was so difficult. The only reason I resisted it was because I already played it in Warhammer, so I scratched that itch a little bit, and I didn't want to touch it until stream. So I was doing draft mode and whatnot ever since drafts came out, and it was really fun. But yeah, these light stones that you get are, think of it as like permanent enhancements, permanent enchantments or aura that your hero gets right away and constantly throughout the game. They do cost you 50 energy to have them equipped. So when you start a game, you waste 50 of your, not waste, you use 100 or 50 of your 100 energy to then use those light stones in the matchups. As you progress, you unlock better and more conditional light stones that could help you in more specific ways. As you go down here, you'll start unlocking some for families. These ones are a lot cheaper, but they're a lot more conditional. So you really, like, if you want to use this and get a really cost efficient on your energy, you're going to want to obviously build a Chimchu deck. My head is in the way, isn't it? Oh, and even if I get close to the camera, there we go, back up. So when you play a Chimchu card, you look at the top card of your deck and put it back or move it to the bottom. This, as we all know from Chimchus, is really good in Astral. So like if you build a really strong Chimchu deck, this is just a bonus to make that deck work more efficiently. It's really something to step up adventure mode, to make it different from constructed, make it different from draft, to be able to use these light stones and like build a certain deck that plays with the light stone really well. And then when you go in, you're like, awesome, I built this deck that like you would never take into construction. There's no reason to. The cards don't work all that well, but they work really well with the light stone that you have equipped. So you use it with the light stone, and the deck just improves dramatically. It's so good. So as we get down here, obviously the light stones, the more stars you unlock, the better light stones you get. Here's another generic one. Reduce your target's healing received by 1. That's huge. Sometimes if you go against just a guy who's playing stall, has a bunch of like, maybe he's nature, plays a bunch of micro heals, and all that stuff like that. That this sapper you use it, and that just is what wins you the game, is the guy just can't heal pretty much the entire rest of the game. Is really good. And the thing about Lightstones is you can't get rid of them, right? It's not like a buff out there. You can just remove the buff, yada, 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 all that stuff. You equip it, it's there. Your opponent can't do anything. However, your opponent also could have Lightstones equipped too, and that is something that I learned the hard way. Dells was actually the person who's like, does that guy have a Lightstone equipped? Dells is here. I hope he is. Dells, hello, welcome. As you go in, you'll be able to... wow, did I just really... I did. I went out of this adventure mode, like, entirely. I didn't mean to do that. I just thought I went to the... Went to these. I thought I... Yeah, I think I hit back. That your opponent can have Lightstones equipped to them as well. So always be on the lookout for that. Now, power cards. Power cards, obviously you have to unlock them with 5 stars to even use them. These are simple one-use cards that, think of them as like, if you're coming over from Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a side deck, or, you know, any deck that's just like out of play. But you can use them anytime as if they were in your hand. And they're one-time uses. You can then upgrade them too with a forge. Dells, hello, you are in chat. Awesome. That, oh my god, I have a 5-1. Move 7 card. Yeah, that one's just amazing. As I found from Warhammer, you can, if you get a lot of quantity. Wow, I got another one. That's awesome. That, if you use these cards, it damage your target, bypasses damages. Oh, these are, Wrath is so good. Wrath is so good. As we unlock our power cards, you can then, if you get like 5 of one, like say you get 5 of this first level one, you can use those 5 to craft 1 second level one. So this one is discard the top card, this one's discard the top 2 cards. So you can just, you can upgrade your power cards the more you collect them. So in some cases, like, you might want to just, you know, you get them from random chests, you'll collect them from chests before you even go to adventure mode, really start saving up your power cards to then upgrade and evolve them to get to the 5-star ones, and really use those ones to help you beat strong bosses in adventure mode. Sometimes the power cards are what's like a clincher for you to really destroy them. But obviously you have to win at least 5 stars. So you have to at least beat the first 5 bosses, because I believe, yeah, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, 1 star. Is Lynx? Yeah, Lynx is also 1 star. The first one that gets you more than 1 star is, I believe, Quart. Yep, Quart has 3 stars. I wonder if you're able to see the stars. I'm sure once you beat them, you're able to see the stars, or at least go into this. But I know in Warhammer it was nice where the amount of stars were right into the person, so you knew, hey, this guy's a 3 star, this guy's a 5 star, and it doesn't show that. But what it does show is you can literally see your friends of where they are. So like Tetra and Georgester, they're facing off against Cannon or Lugnut. You up here, Lolly a third and Acid have made it all the way to Steel Tusk Brute. You can actually go and find out where your friends are and how far they've made it just on your friends list. Cosmo and Mud Turtle are all the way past Misty Winds. They're probably even further into it as well. So that's a really cool thing too. Obviously, what, 2 Pancakes, Lifesaver, and Ezekiel probably just started. Oh look, there's a 1-star icon here. So it's really faded, really difficult to see. Really difficult to see, but it's right here. It's right where my mouse cursor is. There is a 1 star. S Darbs, very, very subtly. I like it. I like it. I'm really happy you did that. The shared files with the community, so you can share your deck list. It's really cool. I highly recommend checking it out. I do appreciate that you're like, someone made another resource instead of guys, hey guys, I made another resource. Like, go ahead, dude, you made it. Prompt it. That's yours, man. Get credit for it. S Darbs made an amazing Steam community website where obviously now you can share your deck lists through a URL, and it'll go to the Lightseeker's home base where your deck can be copied into the game. Really cool for sharing deck lists. S-Stars made an amazing community site on Steam that you can do that to. Go to it, man. Click that link. Check it out. I don't know how many people will share their deck list with you or put it on there or whatnot, but if you make a really fun deck and you want the community to share, it's kind of like what Trade Your Cards did, but this is just straight through Lightseeker. So it's easy to do. Just copy your deck code, put it on that Steam community guide, share it with everyone. It's really cool. So yeah, S-Darbs, don't put that someone anymore. Say it to yourself. Be like, yes, guys, check what I made. Please put your posts up here if you want to. I made this awesome resource that you guys can check out. Take credit for your work, man. Take credit. It deserves it. Lightseeker Cecilia, good morning, everyone. Crawled out of bed and saw you streaming, so I will be peeking through my eyelids while I wait for the coffee. Better be a strong one. We're going to be here for 10 hours, Cecilia, so you can pop in and out. You can take another nap if the coffee wears off, or if you accidentally made a cup of decaf. Put 2 shots of espresso in that thing, and you're good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much what's happening here in adventure mode. Is that I guess you don't see the stars until you actually get to the hero, which is fine. It's fine. Later on, I'm sure they're like all 5-star. I'm sure after the first few, they're all going to be 5-star. So you don't need to see the 5 stars. But once you get to them, you'll be able to see which ones you've beaten. You can go back and check out which ones you still need to beat. And I did also learn this as well. You don't have to You don't have to defeat and get all 5 stars in one run. That was super nice to know when I first went into this. Is you can go in and you can get 3 of the stars, and then the next time around you can get 2 more stars, and then you go back in the last time and you really just aim for that final star to get the 5th star. So, you don't have to do it all in one run. You don't have to build the perfect deck to build it in one run, because it's impossible. Sometimes it's like, hey, you have to remove like 10 buffs, and one of the stars is like, you got to beat him in 5 turns, and it's like, well, if he doesn't play 10 buffs in 5 turns, and you don't draw those buff removals, how are you going to do it in 5 turns? So you can do it as you progress through it. Do you have your tag to hand, man? Realize I haven't got you. There's my tag. Right there. If you would like to add me. I personally, I add people that I've met in person, so don't be offended if I don't add you to my list. I add people that I've met in person and can put a face to the name. Kind of that helps me a lot. And then secondly, I add you if you're playing stall or oppressive on ladder, and I want to try and avoid you, so I add you to my list to find out when you're playing. Those are the only 2 people that I really add to my list. Otherwise, there's just so many people. There's so many people in this great community that like are all here, and it's nice to know when they're on stream and can play. But because of my lifestyle and all that stuff, I really only play when I'm on stream. So if I'm off stream playing, I'm probably just theory crafting decks. That's also here's my Steam name, man. Awesome. Well, guys, with that being said, I have, as I've stated on my Discord channel, if you guys weren't part of my Discord, please join my Discord. The link is down below. Did you guys know if you actually sub to me and you are part of Discord, you link it up with your Twitch account, you can use my emotes throughout Discord, throughout all of Discord, even on my server and on the Lightseeker server, which is where you'll find the amazing Thunderfin salute everywhere possible. It's because my fellow community is using that throughout all of Discord by being a sub to me. As we progress into this, you'll realize that if you have Amazon Prime, you also have a Twitch Prime sub. Link those 2 bad boys together and you get a free sub to give to any of your favorite streamers one time a month. It is equivalent to a Tier 1 sub. The only difference, it is not re-roll. Every month you got to go back to your favorite streamer. Hit that sub button. Give them your support. Show them that you want a Twitch Prime sub to their channel. Help their community grow. Help them channel grow as a whole. It doesn't cost you a single thing. It's like a coupon to McDonald's. You can only use it at McDonald's. You can only use it here on Twitch. Please, use that Twitch Prime sub. Do not let it go to waste. It'll burn a hole in your pocket, and if it's in your back pocket, your butt's going to be on fire because you didn't use Twitch. So please go to Twitch, use your Twitch Prime sub at least once a month to anyone, me or any of your other favorite streamers. That's all I'm asking. Use that Twitch Prime sub. Without further ado, guys, we have Makiyu the Young. We just have to defeat her. Seems pretty good. I do love these little story things. So I'll be talking a lot, so if you don't like my voice, put me on mute and just watch the game. I don't care. It's your choice. It's what you want to do. The Misty Wilds teem with plant life. Making your way into a small clearing, you find 6 warriors blocking your path. So you believe yourself... Oh, sorry. She's more of a female, isn't she? So you believe yourself destined to save these lands? One of the party questions, her gentle and nurturing tone twisting like vines. Then prove it. This made her out look like a lot darker. She's holding a bunch of flowers and whatnot. We just gotta go in and kill her, huh? Wow. Also, obviously you get 100 energy. This top bar of energy refills over time. The bottom bar does not refill. You have to spend your energy to use them. So the top bar, perfectly fine. 100, you get 100 all the time. As you go into this, you'll find where are some good ones? 200. You can obviously only use this one if you have the 100 plus another 100 accumulated in here. So to use the really powerful ones, spend that energy, man. It doesn't go anywhere. This saves up. Just spend it right when you get it until you get to 500. Then you can start saving. But the light stones, you'll realize how valuable they are once you get into the higher ranks and really get some powerful ones. So as we go, as you can see, like all yesterday when I had time, I was theory crafting decks. I don't know if they're any good. I have not tested them. I was like, dude, I wonder if this works. So I built a deck. Next one, I wonder if this card works. So I built a deck. We'll see what we have today. I built a Kree Balloonist deck. I built a Dread Kree deck. I built just a deck with Death Hunter. I called it Illidan because I'm a WoW player. It's amazing. I rebuilt my Forest buff deck with Green Thumb. I built a more insect aggressive deck with the insect attack cards because the new insect buff requires you to lay insect attack cards to then get it. So this is more of an insect aggro deck. I built a water buff Creeble. Yes, I built that Grubby Pool with the Fearless Divers and put it into a water deck. I built Tusk Rage and made a Creeble mech deck out of Tusk Rage. I built a Creeble robot deck that uses the Giant Stomper. I built a Machine Hurler deck with Truestone just because, and this is solely the purpose of this, just because when I was talking about how much I did not like Flame Hurler, how much I was like, no, this is not a good card, Benny himself, the game creator, was in chat and gave me a tee-hee, like I didn't know something, like this card is actually super good, and I didn't know that. Mud Turtle, hello, hello. So I literally built a deck after talking myself up to it when I'm like, I wonder if that's how this card works. So I built a Machine Hurler deck with Truestone. We'll find out if that actually works today. I built a somewhat mill deck with Onyx. I'm going to see how that works. I built a Creeble Nature deck, and this one utilizes the simple fact that obviously, you know, Creebles you get to draw with them. But with Bloomback Drago, with Hungry Behemoth, and with the Mossfoot Tribe-Rider all having defend abilities, I wanted to see how well Mantix Weaver would work on a deck like this, where I can trigger multiple defend abilities at once. With the Creebles withdrawing them, with doing all their fun little things that I can do, I figured that would be a lot of fun. So I built a deck like that. I built two Tyrax, or Time Jumper Rylox decks, because I want to see how they're doing. Tempo Oppression, this one I built, Mud Turtle actually showed me a list of his where he built a really good Deep Sea Hunter deck that was just standard Storm. So I kind of built my own based off the same premise that obviously Cage of Oppression is oppressive and is really good. So I built a deck kind of based on that. It's not carbon copied what Mud Turtle did. Mud Turtle probably has a much more refined deck than I did, but I liked it so much I wanted to build something of my own. I do have two Time Jumper Rylox ones. This one is based around mechs. It has a theme that I really enjoyed. I was loving putting it together. This one's just a tempo one. This one's just like, hey, let's see what Rylox can do. And then I built an Undead Umbron one. I was like, you know what? There's a lot of really fun Umbron cards. I want to see if I can get them to work in Dread. So I built that deck. So we have a lot of decks to test today. A lot of decks just to see if we can get them working, see what they do, see how badly I built them. So, without further ado, we have to beat someone. I'm really excited about this Time Jumper Rylox deck. I don't know if it'll work. I don't know how well it's built together. I don't even know if there's enough damage to win. Basically, what this does is it runs off the Rustford Assembly. Yes, this card that I love so much. Somehow I have level 1 of it when I don't have a single card. I don't know how it's possible, but it just is. Rustford Assembly, I love this card so much after playing it and after seeing it in good use. Because when you draw machines, you just put them into play. Yeah, you'll take 1 damage, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, you know what? Lightning Conduit is a machine card. That's really cool. And instead of discarding, move Lightning Action cards to the bottom of your deck. So I'm like, okay. Giga Blender can discard them, put them on the bottom of my deck. That's fine. Time Shifter searches for a defend card. Sparkback Defender is a defend card in Lightning. So using one Time Shifter, which is a machine card, by the way, can help me search for a Lightning card. In one action, I've already laid a Time and Lightning card. With Time Jumper, that means I get to put something back. However, I think the best part is that once you put all your Lightning cards on the bottom with the Lightning Conduit, Chrono Angler looks at the bottom 4 cards. Chrono Angler is a machine card, and it's a time card. So I can Chrono Angler as a time to look for one of my Lightning Action cards that are now on the bottom of my deck, play it in one action with Time Jumper Rylox, and if Lightning Conduit's still out, I put it right back on the bottom. It's just really good. It's a whole bunch of just really fun, really synergistic things that go along pretty well, in my opinion, for mechs. I did add explosives, so I could put Blast Chamber in here, and I could also run Nitro Heal and Spatial Dilution, because I'm doing quite a bit of damage to myself that if I can get that away from me into my target, I think that's just even better. That's just even better. So once again, we will see if this thing even has enough damage to win. We'll see how it works. I personally love this thing. It is so much fun, mostly because of when I Rustford Assembly and I pull out a Blast Field Battery, which is a machine. I play it. I take 1 damage, essentially draw 5 cards. Those 5 cards can all just be mechs, do me all sorts of random fun happenstancey things, and then just I get a bunch of cards with Rustford Assembly, and I could potentially draw 4 mechs and put all 4 of them into play and just get a really big board off of that. So it's a really big tempo swing, really big turn swing. Then I'm going to see if it works. I'm going to see if it has any chance of working, and if it does, kudos to me. If it doesn't, well, we'll rework them. We have 10 hours today to build, refine, theorycraft, work on these decks, see how badly they are, see how good they are. But I like it. I like the simple fact that I was like, I wonder if this is how this works. We're going to find out together. Short circuit turn 1. That's just really good. We'll do that. Played a combo, 400 points. Awesome, right there. So obviously the power button's here. Oh, okay, so 5 stars unlocks the upgrading. So this is how you use your powers. You can click on the heal ones, and what you do is you just click it and drag it out. Otherwise, you put it back in your hand. For drawing, resupply, discard. There's a bunch of different things that you can do with this. So that's how you use the power cards. This one's coming into play, and this one's coming into play. Seems pretty good to me. And I think I'll just pass. In all honesty, I think I'll just pass. Or I could... I still have 2 actions. This could draw me a card. And then I could play Blast Field Battery. And potentially draw 3 if I draw a tech. I think I'll just wait. I think I'll just wait. Use this. Ooh, that's... Those are some good cards. Those are some good cards. Corvid Conspiracy. Good thing Hammer Down Enforcer. Good thing Hammer Down Enforcer is an amazing. Looks interesting, but yeah, it doesn't look like a lot of damage. Exactly, exactly. And so I'm like, I wonder if there's even enough damage in here to make this worth it. But you know what? We're going to find out. We're going to find out together. I think those are ones that I want to get rid of right away. Take 200, or take 2 damage. Buff removal, awesome. Now, it's not attacked, so I don't get the added bonus, but I will just use this to draw a card and put it on the bottom of my deck. Yeah, no, return insects for him. Feels good. Feels good. I drew a machine. Oh my, yes. Now watch. Lolly the Third, how we doing? Now watch this. Check it. Put these back. So I've already laid a machine card. So this is technically not in my action. Chrono Angler. Yeah, I'll reveal that card. Let's see what I get. You're offended. What are you offended by? Oh, yes. We'll put that into play. Oh, okay. So I can't use lightning because it still has to be something that I have. Okay, now we're back onto the, yep, the Blast Field Battery. Giga Blender, no, not yet. All right. All right. Let's do it. Let's do this. It's fine with me. Now, the reason I put this in here is because I almost want to put cards back into my deck to then draw them and put them into play for free, which is really nice. And then it's 6 healing. 6 healing is just okay with me. And yeah, I'll hammer down both of these again, because those are just really impressive cards. Lolly the Third, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I much appreciate it, man. Alright, we got a Living Cloud. Seems awesome. Search for a Vicious Scale Fang. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, look at this. Like, I have done all of this card draw and all this board building, and I've done, what, 1 damage to him? That's it. So it's kind of just one of those, like, wow, nothing's really happening here. No damage is being had. Reveal that card and put it into play for free. Or not. Hold on, why did he just draw 2? What well, hold on, where's my turn? What just happened? What? Okay. Okay, that's clearly a bug. Because I only drew 1 card off of this, and I took the damage to put it into play, and it did go into play, and then it skipped my turn entirely, had him draw 2 cards, and nothing happened. I only drew 1 card and took a damage. That's it. That's it. What just happened? Okay. Okay, well this is clearly bugged. That That's an interaction that someone clip that so I can post that to the bug report. I don't know how to clip my own things on Twitch yet. I don't know how to do my own clips. But yeah, what was that? What was that? Well, guys, this deck it's not going to work because this is Rust Forge Assembly. Like, this can be a very confusing card to code, I can only assume. Oh, no, I couldn't. Okay, so, okay. I didn't have access to explosive, so I couldn't put this into play. That explains, yes, I don't have explosive. Thank you, I did just realize that. But I should have still at least drawn a second card and gotten my turn. It entirely just kicked my turn out. So that's what the bug is. It was allowing me to reveal a card that I didn't have access to, which is fine. I didn't have access to it, that's fine. I could reveal it, yeah, take a damage, but I couldn't put it into play. However, because I couldn't put it into play, it just skipped my turn entirely. Didn't even let me draw my second card. Didn't let me take any actions. Just, that's it. So there's the bug. There's the bug. If you try and put a card into play that you can't, it stops every action entirely and goes to your opponent's turn. So there's the bug. There's the bug we found out. So maybe next time we just won't reveal the card. Time Shifter. Ooh. Yes. Draw this one. Yeah, exactly. Also, I only drew one card, didn't I? All I did was pass and I drew one card with Time Shifter and my entire turn was skipped. What? What? I think Rust Forge Assembly needs to be re-looked at. Because all I did was pass. I didn't even use Time. I drew Time Shifter, which allowed me to draw this card for free. And then I should have drawn my second card. And I just didn't get that. Yeah, I know Fatal Zeph put a bug in because his deck that he's working on, I got a sneak peek access to it. It looks ridiculously fun. And I would share it with you guys, but he's, very good at deck building. I'm sure he wants to keep it private. But the way his deck works looks like it could just blow someone out of the water. And that's like next level deck building I didn't even consider. It looks so much fun. So be on the lookout for his deck. But yeah, I think Rust Forge Assembly is bugged. This card entirely is bugged, where it doesn't let you finish your turn. Saying it is end. Yeah, exactly. It's just ending your turn. I only drew one card. And that was it. That was all I did. I drew one card, used Time Shifter to get the card, and then I didn't draw my second card. So what I'm gonna go ahead and say is that we're not gonna play this deck. If this deck is that bugged and I can't get my full actions, we'll just not play that. We'll not play that. That's fine. That's fine with me. We did it. Cool. Kudos. Look at that. I got 9,000 points. Awesome. Awesome to me. So let's choose a different deck. Let's choose a different deck. Why don't we just go right down the line? We'll just go right down the line. Now that we found out there's a bunch of bugs with Rust Forge Assembly. Yeah, that's a bummer. I really liked the theme of that deck. I wanted to see if it worked. So this one is obviously built around the Kree Balloonist, right? Kree Balloonist, awesome. Awesome card. Love this thing. There is a ton of gravity in this deck. There's 17 gravity. There is the Zeppelin Scout to make sure that the top card is gravity. There's the Lush Lost Trader to put a Chimchar on the top of your deck to make sure that I either put the Wilderness Mystic or even the Jaded Diplomat and then draw it. Oh, or Chimchar Infiltrator. I was like, I know I put a second Gravity Chimchar in here. So there's 5 Chimchars I can put on the top of my deck that are Gravity to make that work really well. Frozen Totem, if they attack me, I'll get the buff back. But yeah, Kree Balloonist really is just the only buff that really works in this deck. I have card draw for this. Healing, Impatient Scholar allows me to look at the top card, and if it's a Gravity, yeah, I'll keep it and do 4 damage to you, and then draw it with Kree Balloonist. So like, there's a lot of really fun things that I think you can do in this deck, and of course, with how Gravity heavy it is, Antimatter Field lets me look at the top card at all times. Really fun. I haven't put Nebulous Shift in here because I was like, if I have that much Gravity, yeah, I'll just see what I can do with it. Sunstrike, Muddled Star Signs, Enlightenment, all the fun stuff. So we will try, and of course it's with Chief Steelfeather. He's gravity superior. He's the only one that I was like, it could work decently. Start with 5 cards in my hand. I'm gonna need those cards. I'm gonna need those cards, man. So we will definitely see how this one works. Kree Balloonist deck. We will try and see how efficient and how effective it is. Together with you and me. Oh, all right. Return to Maki the Young. Hopefully there's no bugs. Hopefully there's no bugs. Was someone able to clip that? I like I said, I really don't know how to clip my own things in Twitch. Yeah, card draw is card draw. Card draw is card draw, guys. That's amazing. We'll go ahead and definitely get card draw for card draw. Freshton, hey, good morning or good afternoon. All right. How much have you missed? You missed a bunch of bug reports. Okay, nothing to really do there. We'll just keep passing. We'll just keep passing. Oh, huge bug. Yes, huge bug on Rust Forge Assembly. It was a lot of fun to find it, but it was just like, wow, that's impressive. So I think... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That's a lot of buffs I want to remove, but I need a Lunar. Maybe I just do this so I can Pathfinder. Maybe now's a good Pathfinder term just to kill off some of these really nasty buffs, especially his combo buff that he can get back. Really want to avoid taking damage where I can. This deck feels like a more slow grindy deck, so avoiding massive burst damage is a huge potential part. She just heals herself for 1, right? Yeah, so that's a problem. That becomes a big problem. However, this is going to heal before that does damage and restart it. Yes, we got the Balloonist. We got everything we could have ever wanted. So we'll put that out there. Like a boss. We'll actually do this. Oh no, because that'll go on top. Maybe I do need like solar too. Wow, do I need solar superiority? Is there a hero? I know there's a hero that's lunar gravity. Is there a solar gravity superior hero outside of Constella? There's Madgut. Is it Madgut or Moon? I think I'm thinking of Madgut, who's both. Maybe I'll do Madgut. Maybe Madgut's actually a better hero for this. Where I can do really interactions like Impatient Scholar with Jaded Diplomat with a Creeble on top and search and get a Creeble into my hand, all that really fun stuff. He's your Chimchu boss? That's good to know. So we'll do Impatient Scholar, see what the top card is. It is Gravity, so we'll put that back for 4 damage. And then, you know what we'll do? We'll attack. And we'll get 4, put a Gravity buff. Awesome. Now we can put a Creeble's on top. So actually, if anything, we could Muddled Star Signs. We can Muddled Star Signs now. Use the Impatient Scholar. Yeah, we'll use that. 7 damage. We'll put that back. Yeah, because we'll draw that one. So we'll put that back for 4 more damage. Never mind. We'll just do 4 damage. That's fine. Zeppelin Scout's a really nice one to have, so I can look at the top 4 cards. Or top 6. Rearrange them, make sure Gravity's on top. Stumpdrift Shaman. Okay. Okay. Does Legacy prevent you from playing Ranked? Yes, if you have any cards within Legacy, You cannot play a ranked. Ranked is now standard officially. Okay, so gravity's on top. I think I might actually put this first. Then this. No, that one first, then this. Then this, then this, then this, then this. Put those all on top. Do 4 more damage. Draw a card, feels good. Need to heal up a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's go all the way back to essentially 20. Feels good. Feels good. So now... the next one was that bot. The next one was the bot. Clutch. After the bot... oh, what was the next one after the bot? Let's check my memory. I want to say it wasn't gravity. I want to say that it wasn't gravity, so I'm actually okay putting that out there. I'm actually okay doing this. Like, I legitimately... this is the type of deck with Zeppelin Scout where I almost need, like, a pen and paper. I almost just need a pen and paper for this. But it essentially doesn't matter because this is on the last corner, right? So, no matter what card I draw, it's going to do its thing. It's going to do its thing. Kree Balloon's going to hit for 6, going to draw me a card. Nebula Shift, awesome. Now, a Kreeble's on top, so I can look at my deck for another Kreeble. And move it to my hand. Yeah, let's just get another Kree Balloonist. Feels good. Feels pretty good. So he's blocking 3. I have lethal. Fantastic. Fantastic. You made a Chimchu deck giving Mad Guts triple superiority? That's nuts. That's nuts. High score of 28,000. Awesome. So the Kree Balloonist. The Kree Balloonist. Fun theme. Clearly not a competitive deck. I was losing to just nature aggro the entire time. But it was fun. It was fun. Where was Mad Gut? Where was Mad Gut? There we go. So now we have solar superiority. Pass on my left. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, I liked it. It did okay. It definitely... there's no damage reduction in here, which is kind of bad. In a sense. Like, I have healing, I have control, and I have obviously searching for the Chimchus. But there's no damage reduction. So I just get blown out on board like that pretty quickly. I'm almost thinking I can take these 2 frozen totems out and add in at least 2 Yukona Oracles. I think that'll be good. Get more Lunar in here for the, you know, Pathfinders and all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Who knows, we might need 3. We might need 3, but I do feel like there's a lot of ways to stack my deck, and I'm drawing a lot of cards. So 2 might just be fine. 2 might just be fine. Do all 12 copies of Twilight Oracle level up? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. That's how you get a lot of gold, is if you scan in all of your physical cards, every single one levels up and gets you gold. The Wilderness Mystic? Yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, Red Flash, that's what I did. That's how I get so much gold, is I literally... What is it in? Is it in... Oh, where are you? Where is... Booster card? No. I don't know where it is. It's probably in the settings somewhere. But yeah, I have like over 6,000 physical cards scanned in, so I get a lot of things. It was like an all-day event, yeah. It was an all-day event. Purchased stats. Yeah, here we go. I mean, I have 100%. Where's the physical cards? I thought it was here. Oh, it's, if I just go into my decks. Or just my cards, whatever. I have over 6,000 physical. Right here. Right here. That's why I'm first in overall card level. Probably. That's my one achievement that I have. That's my one achievement. Is look at this overall card level. Boom! I even beat Benny. I'm ahead in this because I've scanned every single one of my cards. Only achievement I'll ever be proud of is the fact that I have more cards scanned in the game than anyone else. Mind you, it's not even because I'd have more cards, it's because I'm the only one that scanned so many in. People can beat me outright if they just scan in their cards. But alright, back to adventure mode, guys. Back to adventure mode. Crab Rider Nita. Crab Rider Nita. Okay. Do we keep working on the Kree Balloonist? I feel like we should. I feel like we should see if the Icona Oracles work. How many hours does that take? Oh god, 5 to 6. 5 to 6 hours. It was an all-day thing. Like, I'm telling you. Then I have more cards coming when Uprising. I've already pre-ordered more cards, so it's gonna go up from there. Alright. Alright, we got our Mari voice. A little... Hey, you're tougher than you look! An excitable Mari yelps, her giant crab companion snipping furiously at the air as he readies himself for battle. But that was just a warm-up. Let's see how well you handle yourself when the storm rolls in. I feel like Maris are like the little excited gnomes that have a kind of a high-pitched voice, but are like always jumping and eager to do something. Like I hate to say it, but like they're almost tweaking at a point. There might be a few that are calm, but I feel like they're like really excitable. They're like, oh, let's go, let's do this, yes, come on. So, let's jump into battle. Do we keep working on the Balloonist Chew? I feel like that was a lot of fun, and I feel like we could do some more stuff now that we have Icona Oracles for damage prevention and all that other stuff, but I don't know. Maybe actually instead of the Icona Oracles, I do want to add just in that one, the Chimchu that's prevent 4 and then heals me for 2 the next turn. I might switch that out. It's a Chimchu. We might switch it out. We'll see how this one works. We'll see how it works. I did like the Kree Balloonist. I thought it was doing well. But yeah, it is a very much tempo-oriented thing. But really, I killed him with one Kree Balloonist. I didn't need to find a second one and do multiple damage. Because that thing, that one buff put out 19 damage. Put out 19 damage alone. It was so strong. Do I start with an Oracle here? I don't even know what this deck does. If it puts down a Hopper, then I blew my mind. Anti-Gravity Bot's really good. I might want to actually include 3 of these. Because card draw is card draw, and I only have 2 in the deck. And I don't know why I only have 2. I should have 3. It's so good. So good. Okay, wow, he's just an aggro deck. Maybe I'm going to slam down that Oracle real quick. Put that out there. And put the Oracle down. Really slow down his aggro. That was not expecting that from Storm. Should have been. Of course. Of course that would happen to me, wouldn't it? He's got 3 cards in hand. What are the chances of having a Thunder Slug? Oh, I don't know. Now that the game can read you actually have buff removal in your deck, go for it. Why not? Oh, fine. You know what? Fine. Do your own thing. I don't care anymore. I'll just draw my own cards. Creeballoonus, at least it's not removing that. There we go. Just wait a couple levels. Dude, I cannot wait to see what kind of rambunctious things these guys have put in. First of all, Crab Rider Nita has already started with more health than his card states. So that's awesome. I'm already at... I have Lunar on top, don't I? Oh my word, Madgut the Wise, what have you done to me? What have you been doing? Alright, Blinding Beetle, you're going to be my saving grace because you're not Lunar. Oh! Alright, cool, cool. Yeah, get out of here, Murky Waters. Who needs a combo with your only card in your hand? You don't, that's for sure. Alright, now here's just a really good play. Mind you, it's going to be a Lunar right on top, so Madgut is not going to appreciate this at all. At all, one bit. But I can get this. I honestly forgot Jaded Diplomat was a Chimchu. I honestly forgot about that. I thought I only had 5. No, I actually have like 8 Chimchus to get with Flesh Lost Trader. Pretty legit. Pretty legit. Yes, I'll take 1 damage. That's fine. Do I get the anti-gravity bot? I can get the Lush Lost Trader back too. I feel like that's fine. That's a fine one to do. Lay that down first. Next turn, if anything, that's what's really nice, is the Jaded Diplomat, I'm really only using, if Creeballoonist goes away, I can look for another Creeballoonist. That's okay with me. That's okay. If that's really the only thing I do with Jaded Diplomat, wow, I can Zeppelin Scout first. Alright, here comes my memory test. Here comes my memory test. Let's see what we got here. We have... Ooh, nice. So I'm going to want... Gravity. Probably not Gravity. Then Anti-Bomber will not draw me 1. But I do want it to be Gravity. Then another Gravity. Then the bot will draw me 1. Then Creeballoonist. Okay. So I've got my turns. I can Creeballoonist, pass, Creeballoonist, pass. The machine will draw me 1 that I can Creeballoonist. Okay, so we've got our turns. We've got our turns all set up. We're okay. All we do is we Creeballoonist. That's what this deck does. That's what we're solid on doing. We're A-okay with our strategy. Never mind. Our strategy went out the window so fast, no one could see it coming. Well, might as well use it while we got it, right? Give me one of those. Yeah, we'll see what attack cards he's got. If any. Alright, cool, cool. Well, 2 Thunder Slugs. That's what happened, I guess. Alright, real question here is... I guess no, I can't even use the ability. We'll just pass draw. We'll pass draw. Okay, Impatient Scholar. We can look at the top card. Alright, I like it. I like what's happening here. Always so inconvenient. Well, 2 out of the 3 so far in his top 24 cards. It's pretty lucky. You gotta admit, that's pretty lucky. Top card is Gravity, so I'll put that back for 4 damage. Then I'll draw it. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. Electro Hopper. Oh, the bane of my existence. This card right here, not a fan. Not a huge fan. But what I can do is I have 4 damage plus 7, which, you know, most math tells me is 11. So as long as he doesn't heal. As long as he doesn't heal. Awesome, it's gravity regardless. And I can even Pathfinder now, too. What is this? If he plays a beast, right? Ooh, if... I'm going to do this. I'm going to kill this one. I can take the 2 damage... No, actually, this won't work because he's already got a buff out. He misused Electro Hopper. You can't use another buff out play, man. You can't do it. You can't do it like that. Oh, I am so... You have no idea, Cecilia. You have no idea how Electro Hopper has been the bane of my existence since I started streaming. It was Dells who actually fought me a few times with the starter deck, and every single time he beat me with Electro Hopper because it killed me and there's nothing I could do about it. Oh, when you misplay Electro Hopper like that, it's like when you put the hot fudge on a sundae for the first time and realize how delicious it is. It gets that nice, warm, gooey feeling just mixed in with the cold ice cream. It really complements it, and it's just, oh. It's one of those things. Oh, I thought I said, no, I just looked at Electro Hopper and said I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, so we got Zelia. So, all right, what do you guys think of the Kree Balloonist deck? Clearly not competitive, but it's a lot of fun, right? It's a lot of fun. I do think that the deck would be improved. The Oracles, if I took the Oracles out and I added in the one Chimchu. The one Chimchu that kind of just blocks me for a turn. The Telestian Protector. The Telestra Protector. It's a Chimchu that I can look for with the Lush Lost Trader. If I really need to for some reason. Which makes me want to almost put another Lush Lost Trader in here. Like, take out a Wilderness Mystic. At the same time, I don't want to. 2 Jaded Diplomats. These cards are so good. Like, if I could run more of those, I would. I also want to run Anti-Gravity Bots. Because they're just really good card draw. How good is my Illidan deck? Haven't tested it yet, Frestian. Have not tested it. It's a nice little niche for Balloonist, I think. Yeah, I think so, too. I think there's a lot of really fun cards in here. The Zeppelin Scouts are really clutch. Anti-Gravity Bots, like, I'm doing okay. I feel like there's cards that I would love to run 3 of, but at the same time, like, I don't know what to cut. Because I need a lot of these cards. I need, like, the healing to stay alive. I think the Telestra Protector will be a nice addition. But yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's actually pretty good, in my opinion. So with that being said, I think we've refined this as well as we could. Next one we'll try is the dreaded Kreeble. Freshman wants me to text the Illidan. We can do Illidan next. Sure, it's fine. This is pretty much just a straightforward Illidan. Mud Turtle, yeah, you showed me your Death Hunter deck. That looks awesome. But yeah, this one is just, it's what I said. It runs a few Beast cards. I put 2 Wild Spirits in here because his ability literally requires them to expire, so I can get my death cards in. So I was like, all right, cool, Wild Spirit. If I can, like, you know, Lush Lost Behemoth or Mossfoot and all this stuff to speed up my animal buffs to really get me into the death cards under my discard pile. The thing is, I only have 8, and they're Wall of Bones, they're Soul Thief, and Roaming Zombie. So, like, I really don't find myself... S-Starb's Wild Spirit's a 1-star card. It was. It could be better now. Very well could be better now. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of death cards that are just like action cards that I can put under this deck really all that well. Like, I can try and do a Gut Belch Fanatic in here, or a Life Leecher. Like, him makes me want my death cards to go to the discard pile really quickly, really efficiently. Oh, Conclave. Conclave spot, yeah. Yeah, Conclave is a 1-star card that I put in here because I was like, meh, we'll see. Meh, we'll see. But Abyss Tunneler is a 5-star, and I love this thing. This card is such a good one. It can essentially just put my animal cards back into my deck. It can spin them forward if it wants to. There's just a bunch of fun things that it can do. But yeah, we'll try this one. We'll see how it works. It's one of those just like efficient, does decent in the early game, has a lot of combos that just heal me and prevent me from dying. And then late game, it just Abyss Tentacle and his hero ability. And that's it. That's it. Raising the Dead is Shadow and Death. That's true. That's true. But I'm not running any Death ones. I'm not running any Undead. So we'll try Illidan. We'll try Illidan next, see how this deck works. Against Zelia. For a moment, time slows to almost nothing, and beads of moisture hang motionlessly in the air. A Tyrax steps forward, unaffected by whatever magic has taken out a hold of this place.
If you hold to stop General Carnage, you will need to master all of the elements.
I feel like dinosaurs are a more dark, raspy voice, like, really, So, that's why I gave Zelia
the almost deep down here grumbly voice, as all Tyrax are.
And we'll try out Illidan. We'll try this deck out. See how it does. We'll see if we find any more bugs. I thoroughly enjoyed finding bugs. And Rustford Assembly, that one has got to be a very difficult one to code. Because when you're drawing and getting additional actions and then the machine cards draw you cards alongside, it's just like, it's a mountain of mayhem. A mountain of mayhem. You know what I can do? I can do this. Then we're fine. Then we're fine. Ooh, a Conclave Spy. That could be good. Could be good. Use Chronomoth not for lethal. Some guy does not know how to use Chronomoth. Oh, Ramparts. Really? Man, that's a bummer. That is just a bummer and a half. I actually think I'm fine if I just pass. I'm fine if I just pass here. Mercenary. Makes sense. Makes sense. They'll draw a card. Because Less Lost Behemoth is nuts. I can Conclave Spy and I can Wall of Bones. I have a shadow buff out, so it's increased by 1. Feels good. Feels pretty good. Now I can Soul Thief. And Vicious Scalefang. Ow, I should have done that next turn. I'm honestly just thinking about how to line up my board so that all my stuff goes through. Completely not even paying attention to his. It's early in the morning, guys. It's way early in the morning. My brain is still kind of, Oh, the Conclave Spy? Really? You're gonna do that to me, huh? You're gonna do that to me. Soul Thief will now go under. Works for me. Works wonders for me. I can do this. And no, I'll need to draw. I need to draw right now. Tentacles. Beautiful tentacles. Sneaky Creeble? Sure, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. I'm okay with it. You do your own thing, man. So I can now Abyss Tentacles. Use my ability. We didn't seem to get a lot of new heroes. I legitimately spent 10,000 gold on packs, and then whatever I didn't have, I spent a lot of shards. I spent 20,000 shards making all the rest of the cards. Like, I saved up for this particular moment. Get another death card under here. Feels good. I can do this. do some damage. Yeah, honestly, I would have been patient too. Hammered on Enforcer. Well, I get my Vicious Scalefang back at least. That's pretty cool. Killing the cards I need, huh? Killing all the cards I need. Yeah, only because I'm a streamer am I like, I should probably, Ooh. Okay, if I do this, should I get all the cards as soon as possible, in my sense? I kind of want to use an ability, but at the same time, I really like being able to rotate stuff forward with that. I think right now I just need to play the tempo game. I just need to play the tempo game. Sneak Retrieval, okay. So, you know, next turn I'm going to have a really good turn. If I don't die. If I don't die. All because of Wild Spirit, guys. All because of Wild Spirit. I have Lethal. There we go. Game over. I win. And you guys are like, oh, Wild Spirit's not a good card. And I'm like, yeah, but if you can find Lethal with it, it's pretty good, isn't it? Boom. Clutch. Clutch action card. Wild Spirit has found its place. Holla! Oh, beautiful. I got 3 stars. Amazing. Amazing. Now on to Zenith. On to Zenith. Who's here with me? Bova? Oh, Bova, I'm going to pass you. I'm going to pass you. I was thinking similar things for things I would like with that. Exactly. Like, Wild Spirit is getting better the more animal buffs we're getting. The more really strong, heavy-hitting stuff that we can rotate forward and speed up is really good. It just, like, because it's not, it doesn't say Beast, it really has to be in that one alignment. Whereas, there's one in Mountain that's a crystal card that speeds up elemental buffs. Or is it just move 2 buffs forward and it's an elemental card? That one's really good because it just speeds up 2 any buffs. But yeah, Wild Spirit, like, it requires animal buffs. So we really need good animal cards. It really needs good animal cards. Yeah, Freshen, if you want to take a look at my deck. Like I said, it's not optimized at all. Yeah, Crystalline Catalysts. That's the one. That's the one. You would like to quickly copy it? Well, here, how's this? For anyone that would like to see that deck, there it is. It has not been touched or modified or anything at all, but this is the deck list. But yeah, Mossfoot is just a really quick animal one that can spin forward for 5 damage most of the time. Vicious Scalefang is a really nice one, but the Lush-Lost Behemoth, like, that one is just super good. And then Abyss Tunneler, I've had some fun plays where I can, like, Lush-Lost Behemoth, speed it forward for an additional action, lay the Tunneler, spin it backwards, and get, what is it, 16 damage just off 1 buff. It can pull some really fun things off with this deck. And then Roaming Zombie obviously deals damage when they draw a card, and Lush-Lost Behemoth draws them cards. But yeah, there's just a lot of fun things. It's just another tempo-oriented deck, nothing crazy. I didn't want to add any items in to make it, you know, do anything bonkers. All the decks that I built literally just are what alignments I was given. I have not even started looking into what I can add with items yet. That will come down the road once I feel more comfortable with, well, how the player works and how these new cards interact, is when I will start mingling outside orders. But until then, yeah, all these are just what can the hero do with its own alignments. About it. Big hitting mountain buffs forward. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, that's this deck. That's this deck. We'll keep playing with it. Was there anything that you guys saw that I probably should change? I didn't really see anything. The deck worked how it was supposed to. There wasn't anything like, oh, I might die. He had, what, really good buff removal on me anyway. Removed my Wall of Bones, all that stuff, and I still was able to beat him. So, I think we'll go on to Zenith. Alright. So we have a Dread. What kind of accent do I want to give this guy? Okay, I think I got something. Good effort, Zelia. But simple tricks break easily. The Noxan looks down his nose towards the defeated Tyrax. With great ease, he lifts the mighty scythe that hung across his broad shoulders, clenching it in both hands. To defeat the Umbron requires strength. Oh, in the Death Hunter deck, use Crystallis to move big hitting mountain buffs forward. Exactly. So we'll keep playing this. We'll keep playing this deck. Really nice, really easy, just tempo-based oriented things. What I will do, all these decks that today, once I get them, mostly refined and whatnot, I will spend a little time on my website getting all these new deck lists up on my website. So please go check that out. I have been behind on that website for quite a while, and I do apologize for that. I need to get better about that. If I Lush Lost Behemoth into Wall of Bones, is that ever a good play? I think so. Just to get some prevention down. But the Wall of Bones is a death one, which it'll rotate out before this one, which will then give me a death card under there. Ooh, very nice. Death Shroud. This is from attacks, though, right? No, it's just damage received. That's a bummer. That is a bummer and a half. Well, I mean, I was going to do something really cool, but I don't have Shadow Superiority. Like, I want to lay Tentacles, but at the same time, I want to Shadow Puppet this thing. I can do this. Maybe just try and get rid of some of this stuff. Just try. And a Shambler. Okay. Okay, these are all completely fine things to do. All completely fine things to do. I don't even want to use the Tunneler's ability yet. So what I will do, I'll just trigger this. Get rid of that. Now do this. To rotate that back one. That feels good. That feels like a better play. Next turn I have 10 damage on board. Kill these two. I've already given him 3 cards. I don't care if he draws more at this point, especially if it's only going to be 1. So we'll do that. Ooh, Roaming Zombie. That's a good one to put down now. Oh, yes. Keep getting those cards, man. Keep getting them. Keep getting all the ones you want. Every single one. Every single one of them. Put that one back in my deck. More damage is better damage. Roaming Zombie, guys. Roaming Zombie. Alright, alright. Basic Dread deck, sure, that's completely fine. Dread does what Dread does, and Dread does things very well. I think I'll just pass and draw. I don't have much anything else to do. Ooh, another roaming zombie. Okay. Dude, Abyss Tunneler. Like, this card is so good. It rotates it backward. I thought it was forward. Rotating it backward, because of that backward thing, I was like, oh, this is a 5-star card hands down. That's a 5-star card hands down. I should have put the roaming zombie up. He's going to draw some cards now. Whoops. That was my bad. That was my bad. Could have had him take, what, 6 damage just off of that? But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Shadowy Grave. Okay. That's fine. That's fine with me. I can put this down. Heal up. So he has, what, 6 cards? He can either decide to draw 2 and move 3 back, or he can take 5 damage. Alright. Looks like he's taking 5 damage. Which means I have lethal. Congratulations. The AI, I did it. I did it once again. I've done it. Thank you. Thank you. So good. So good. Yeah, we'll put that back. But yeah, Abyss Tunneler, like, it's taking place of Necro Drubbing, in my opinion, as one of the Abyss ones, and then because it enables you to spin stuff backward is huge. It means you get another corner on all of your collected corner buffs. It's so good. It's so good for the Abyss package. 30,000 points. All right, I did it. I did it. All right. All right. So that's my Death Hunter deck. It seems okay. Nothing really crazy like Magrock can do. But it has some really fun and interesting plays, in my opinion. Optimal? No. Fun? Yes. Now we'll go into links. I think now we'll try my Undead Creeble deck. I think doing like 2 on each one was fine. I have so many decks to test out today, guys. So many. Like, we will play them back to back. We'll come back to some ones. We'll see. We'll probably end up building some new ones to face some challenges. So right now, I think while we're in the early stages, I think 2 games with each deck that I've made, A-okay with me. Okay, so links. That's a good template for him. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's just a good, solid template base. Mind you, all these decks I built on my phone. So I was just thinking about the cards and adding them in. I didn't have the database in front of me. I wasn't sitting in my computer building them how I usually build these really fun decks. I was just on my phone trying to build as many like what-if decks just to see what I can make. And that's how this one came about. I think it's a nice, solid template. Take it from there, modify it on your own. But just play that deck to get a really good sense of how some of these new cards interact with each other. I also did want to try and play as many new cards in some of these decks as possible, so it's probably not optimized either way. I was just like, Uprising, yes, let's go, Uprising! And of course, right now, when you can use the legacy cards in some of them, you can break the game with so many things. Okay, so we have links. Female Yukona, I feel should be... Alright. Oh, Zenith. A young Yukona's hand runs across the cheek of the fallen Noxon. Strength of body is not all that carries value. The tenacity of spirit is what reveals a Lightseeker's true purpose. Come now, I will teach you the strength of your soul. I've also been listening to a lot of Vox Machina, and I immediately took homage to Vexalia when I was thinking of the female Yukona. Like, very kind of high class, a little bit of a what would you call this? Like an English accent? I don't even know what the accent is. It's just really like high royalty type of thing, where, you know, I have this very educated sound to my voice, type of thing. So the dreaded Creeble, it obviously runs, you know, abilities. It has to run a lot of burn cards too. So burn cards, I have Tainted Miasma, which has burn. Tunneler has burn, Epic Banquet has burn, Shadow Puppet has burn, Venom Feeder has burn, all these stuff. Like, I think I have 9 or 10 cards that have burn here. And then it just runs Creeble cards, like Vile Breath Hexer. It makes it so they can't heal as much. And then, of course, it runs the Cabal Sorceress. Cabal Sorceress is just a really good Creeble card. If I can do stuff with Creebles in it, it runs the Shady Recruiter, so I can look through Creebles really quickly in my deck. It just does a bunch of, and then, you know, remove buffs, do things. This is also just for healing. Use it for 4 healing most of the time. But, yeah, this is just a Creeble Undead deck that I found runs just quite a bit of burn cards to run with the ability, and then because of the ability, I'm running Tentacles and Tunnelers. Because why not? I'm running Tentacles and Tunnelers. Part of me thinks that I should run a second Tentacle, but the thing is that Cabal Sorceress is really where my damage comes from. So Tentacles are kind of just almost bait in this deck, where the Sorceress is what really keeps me alive. And then, yeah, I have healing, prevent you from healing, damage prevention, all this other fun stuff. So that's how this deck works. Or at least theory crafted how this deck works. We'll see if it is. We'll see if it actually is. We will test and see if I have put enough burn cards in here to make her ability worthwhile, if I have done the proper things with Creeble so far. Well, this is phenomenal. Let me find 2 Creeble cards real quick. So many to choose from. I think that one. Ooh. And yeah, that one. The Vile Breath Hexer, why not? That one out on board. Feels good to me. Feels good to me. Umbron Thief, okay. Ooh, okay. We're getting hit hard, huh? Pass draw. 2 Venom Feeders. You don't say. Get out of here, Chimchu. Putting that down is fine. Pass. Epic Banquet. Perfect. Oh, he would. He would do that. That's fine. Put the Abyss Tentacle out. Put out a Tunneler. Mill him another time. Oh, really? That's pretty cool, S-Starbs. That's really interesting. I did not know that. Let's mill him one more time for good measure. Just for good measure. I think I pass. I think I pass. Not bad. Not bad at all. So he takes 2. Feels good. Feels good on that end. It just displays contains unowned cards. That's pretty fair. That's pretty fair. So I have a burn card on top now. Venom Feeder is good in Gorehawk. I can imagine. I can imagine, man. All the beasts that are in Dread are all in Venom. So Venom Feeder with Gorehawk, discard your beasts, put Venom Feeder and put them back. really good. I can see that being really strong. I haven't made a Gorehawk deck, actually. I was thinking about making a Dread discard because I would love to. Like, trust me, I would love to make a Venom, a discard deck for Dread. But I haven't gotten around to it. I have not gotten around to it. I'll hit for 2 and I'll get the Hexer back. Is that really the one I want to get back? I guess. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, Preston, if you want to share yours, I'll put it in here. I'll take a look at it and we'll play it later. I'd love to, man. So now we still have another burn card on top, which feels good. We can still use her ability. All right. Ooh. That's a bummer. That's a real bummer indeed. And then I think... Yeah, Abyss Tunneler has burn. So we can do this. We can do this just fine. Just fine. Another tempo-oriented shadow deck that runs some healing. Like Gut Belch Fanatic, I can always heal if I want to. Yeah, go for it, Freshen. Post a link. Post a link, man. Now is as good a time as any to do this. So that's going to block it. I got to remove one of my own buffs to do that. That's just a bummer and a half. Well, actually... Ooh, okay. Yeah, if I do this for 4 healing, it'll prevent it. They'll take 3. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You don't see how what's good? The 4 healing? Or which one? Yeah, I mean, I just use it for 4 healing. Also, it's a Creeble card, and I'm running a Cabal Sorceress deck. Bye, Pathfinder. Goodbye to you. So I'll lay Cabal Sorceress. I'll spin this backward 1, mill him another card. Goodbye, Tidal Shift. Yeah, I mean, I mostly use it because it is 4 healing, and it can return combos. It can return combos if I need to. And I only have 2 Creeble cards in my discard pile. Yeah, actually I can Venom Feeder. Heal, put a burn. Grab the Hexer back. Put the Hexer out in play. So this will go under Sorceress, which will be good. But yeah, with really, we're gonna do that, huh? But yeah, with the Gut Belch Fanatic, I can remove one of my own Creeble buffs and put it under the Sorceress. And now there's still only 2 Creeble cards in here. But it is a burn. It is a burn card. Which is fine. Won't do anything. It'll heal me for 2. Did he reveal the Pathfinder last turn? I thought I milled the Pathfinder last turn. think I'll pass. Sunstrike. Well, there it is. There it is. Oh, we got it back with the Chimchu. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes sense. Well, I mean, not all these are winners. I do think I do need a third Sorceress in here. Only running 2 in this deck when the deck is basically built around it. I need 3. I need to find 3. I need to find a third one. Maybe we just run 2 Tunnelers. 2 Tunnelers, 3 Sorceresses. That seems fair. That seems fair to me. Tunnelers are really good. Do I even need these in here? I don't think I honestly do. I can put in another Tunneler. And I could probably put in another Vile Breath. Vile Breath seemed to be doing really well for what it was doing. Can spin that thing forward, mill my opponent if I need to. Let's see, what Creeble cards do we have here? Shadefoot Scapegoat. Just a 4 damage attack card. Could be better than some of these other ones. No, I think I'm still good. I think I'm still good. We'll try this. We will try this. We'll see if that works. We'll see if this works. Astral is always a tough one. Astral's always going to be tough. But I like it. I like it a lot. I think it could be fun. Oh, would you look at that? And a mage ship. Ooh, okay. I mean, that's fair. Abyss Tunneler. I don't have any other shadow buffs other than Tentacle and Tunneler, so, like, I don't even get the whole rewind my stuff, do I, with this? This is just Graveyard Recursion. And healing. Maybe in this deck, the Necro Dreadlings are actually better. Or I could just take these Tunnelers out and add in that other Creeble. Because the Epic Banquet should be what's getting me back most of my things. See, actually, Tunneler doesn't make sense for this deck at all. For this deck in particular, it does not make any sense at all. Or I can add in 2 of those, the 1-star card, the new Assassin's card. I do want to add that. I think that's it. I think that's all I want to do. Shaded Recruiter. Okay, that works. That works. Yeah, now that I think about it, the Abyss Tunneler, it doesn't work really well for this deck. If I only have like 4 shadow buffs, then Abyss Tunneler doesn't work as well as the other cards. Shaded Recruiter. Yeah, works fine. Maybe I can draw another shadow card. Nope. Nope. Okay. Yeah, this is the deck that I probably built really quick. Didn't spend a whole lot of time thinking about it. And now that I'm playing it, I'm like, man, there's so many other things that I could do with this. I don't want to return that. If I do this... just get some healing in. This will start triggering after this one goes. It is still 4 healing, that's true. But I mean, in that case, I could just run Necro Dreadling. I could just run Necro Dreadling and get 3 instant healing, as opposed to use this and then trigger an ability for it, and get 3 cards back. The Epic Banquet is my real card recursion, and then Venom Feeder should be getting the Cabal Sorceresses back. So I don't really necessarily need a whole lot of Graveyard recursion. I do need... I think just more card draw. I think I just need more card draw in this. We'll see. Like right now, they just don't feel as good, at least as they did in my Illidan deck. They just don't feel as good. If I was able to get more shadow buffs in here, so I could utilize spinning it forward like with those Creeble Mill stuff, then yeah, that'd be super fun. I think if I do this, it's fine. Make sure you can't heal. I don't have a burn card yet on top either. There we go. There's a burn card. Those are 2 good buffs to remove. Those are 2 darn good buffs to remove. Fatal Zeph, what is up? Welcome to the show. We're just playing some adventure mode with some really janky theory-crafted decks. Thank you, man. Thank you. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're enjoying it. I'll be here for like another 8 hours, so sit down, tune in, and enjoy the show. Just keep doing 3 damage to him. Shipping him away. Cecilia, thank you very much. Have fun with your videos. Jank is your middle name? Dude, I love it, right? So I don't have a burn card on top. Kind of a bummer. Epic Banquet could just be good for 1 Creeble card right now. Just to get a burn on top. Now I have 5 damage. Feels good. Feels good. Planetary alignment, sure. Sure thing, man. I now have lethal, so we're good. We're A-okay in this. Not bad. Not bad. So I do think there are some things we can fix in this deck. Next one is on to Quart. So let's go back. Let's go back to the deck. We'll duplicate it. We'll work off this one. We'll see what it works. So the Tunnelers. Tunnelers I don't think I need. I do. Maybe just a third Epic Banquet. I need burn cards. Third Tentacle would feel nice, because we're triggering abilities as much as possible. Do we ever just add in a third Shady Recruiter? I think we do. Just getting these Creeble cards to our hand is really strong. It's essentially card draw, but specific card draw. And if we need it, we can get, you know, Seeky Creeble. The other thing is, do I... The Vile Hexer is nice. But would I rather just run something that's 4 damage? I think I would. I think I'd much rather just run the Creeble, the Shadehoof Scapegoat. There's like no discard in this deck, but I'm just using it as a Creeble for 4 damage. Because I was not having a whole lot of burst damage. I was using my ability and dwindling them down. But if I can Shady Recruiter into like a Sneaky Creeble and a Shadehoof Scapegoat and just lay those Creeble cards quicker as opposed to waiting for them to rotate out, that'll definitely help the Cabal Sorceress. Yeah, that should help them a lot. Only 6 poison cards, huh? Mind you, there's only like 2 poison cards in here. Tainted Miasma. Like, do I even need this in here if I'm not running a whole lot of poison cards? I might not need Tainted Miasma. That might just not be a good one. Let's look at the combos, see what we can change out for. When I play a death card, how many death cards do I have? 8? No, Ritual Sacrifice isn't good. I could run Obfuscation. I could run Obfuscation. Shadow buffs. How many shadow buffs do I have in here? Probably not a whole lot, in all honesty. I have 14 buffs. Yeah, Conclave Spy wouldn't work because a lot of my top cards are going to be burned, and that will not return them. Because yeah, if I don't have a whole lot of shadow buffs, Wall of Bones doesn't feel good. And that's just more of my death cards. Is there other death cards I can add in that might be better? Maybe it's fine. I don't know. It feels like I'm doing a whole lot of mediocrity in this now, where there's only 3 shadow buffs to work off of Wall of Bones. Cabal Sorceress. Oh. Are Sneaky Creebles worth it? Could I just add in another Shade of Scapegoat? I feel like they are. I feel like they're my burst damage. I need the damage that just kills them. This is really weird. Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure this out, and nothing's coming to me. What other Creeble cards do we have in here? Yeah, I think this is... I think this is okay. We do need one more combo, though. Like, obfuscation. Do I ever... I don't think I do. I don't think that's a good one. It's not a whole lot of choices, though. We could run Soul Ward. There's no double shadow, though. Ghost Grasp is leaving. We run Drain Life? Is Drain Life ever an option? Could be. So just healing, slow down my opponent. Let my board kill him. Be more attrition style. So we'll delete that, come back to this one. I think the Dreaded Creeble, which is now entitled 1. Probably should change the title. Alright. Alright, now... Wait, I have 2? Why is there 2 now? I am so confused as to why there's 2. Well, I've unlocked the Forge. Awesome. Craft random item. Okay. Just because I am a Twitch streamer. Just because I am a Twitch streamer. No, you know what? We're going to play one more game. Then I'm going to take a quick break after this next game. See if we beat her. And on that break, I'm going to go ahead and buy some gems and upgrade my Forge. That'll be what I do on my break. Because I'm a Twitch streamer, and better content means full value. So let's get full value of this game, guys. I love this game. Cheers. Cheers to everyone here this morning. Oh, it's almost a quick potty break time. You know, every 2 hours I'll split it up so YouTube can also hold all of this stuff. I didn't even read Quart's thing. I didn't even read his epilogue. I feel so terrible right now. I don't want to do anything. I just want to pass. I just want to pass. Boulder Feast. Alright. Look at that. Quart is Quart. I will tell you that. Quart is just Quart. I think if I... Yeah, Cabal Sorceress. Do that now. And then pass. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. A mountain fort. You don't say. Quart will get his revenge on me. Final Ross battle, you open the same mythic twice. Dude, I did that too. Out of my 120 some packs that I opened, I opened 2 Divine Powers. Those were the only mythics I got. 2 Divine Powers. Felt bad. I thought I'd at least get some heroes. I had to craft all the rest of them. That's true. At least you did get mythics. Mud Turtle has a good point. I think that one... Yeah, let's just get both of my shadow ones. It is good to also have shadow in here for those, in case I need to pay for combos. Makes my combo deck really well. Maybe I should think about changing up my combos if it's this potent, you know what I mean? You opened up 250 packs and got 0 Mythics Mud Turtle? Oh, that stinks so much. Yeah, we'll do this. Oh boy, okay. Okay. Might be time to put down that shadow form. Might be time to put down that shadow form. Swift Pyre. All right. Looks good to me. This will set him back a turn, which is good. Which is good. How many cards do I have under here now? 3? Okay, so it's already activated. So we're good. We're good to go. Perfect Manifestation. Alright, that's fine. So he's just pass drawing. Move 2. Hey, a new subscriber to my YouTube channel. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Shattered Flame. That might just be worth a Shadow Puppet, in my opinion. In my strong and honest opinion, that might be worth it. Mind you, it'd only bring me down to 22. But Mountain Forts are not that big of a threat to me right now because I have, you know, tentacles and all this other fun, janky things. Now I can do this. Get an average of 7 damage a turn. While I have it. Mind you, this will go on top now. So I'll need another burn. Maybe this deck just needs more burn cards. Maybe it needs more burn cards. Because yeah, now I can't trigger the ability. I can still do 2, but it's not as effective. So maybe I do need more burn cards. So yeah, maybe putting in some Necro Dreadlings, just burn healing, is fine. I'd have to look and see what cards have burn, is essentially what I'd need. Yeah, if we do this. We'll just keep killing him. Keep killing him this way. Pass. Wall of Bones could help. Yeah, I need more burn. I need to figure out how many cards in the database have burn. Another Swift Pyre, really? Okay, cool. You do everything you gotta do here, man. Prevent it, you can just draw a card. It's fine. That is a bummer. I was going to Horrific Manifestation. He knew it. He knew what I was going to do. How did he know? Well, I'll get some damage down. At least I'll do this. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah, I feel like there's a very optimized way to play this type of Creeble deck. I just haven't tapped into it yet. You know what I mean? I haven't found out what makes this deck work. I definitely need to put more burn cards in here for her ability. Because doing 3 damage of an ability is just really good. Really good if I can do it. But I need to have cards with burn. Then again, maybe I'm just playing a wrong hero and I should be playing something else. But I felt like there was enough cards with burn in this deck to make her worthwhile. But maybe I'm just playing the wrong hero. Maybe that's all I'm doing, is just playing the wrong hero. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe Grimus is actually our true champion. And we should play Grimus. But we got it. We got it that time. We defeated Quart. We got a power card bundle. We only got one of his 3 stars, though, so it kind of feels bad. Kind of feels bad. Oh, we were so close. So close to getting the high score. Okay, so we'll open the loot. Pretty legit. Pretty legit. Most of yours are 1 to 2 stars. Yeah, I can see that. But alright, guys, I'm going to take a short break here. Take a short break. Get some water, go to the bathroom. When we come back, we'll try another new deck. I feel like that Dreaded Creeble, it can be more optimized. I don't know if I'm just using the wrong hero. Or if I don't have enough burn cards. I don't know. I don't know. We will find out, but next... The furthest I've gotten in draft is 9-2. I ran the gauntlet in bronze. I did that on Wednesday. And I found some bugs along the way. It was fun. It was fun. But, yeah, the prize pool needs to be fixed. Prize pool needs to be fixed. And actually, when I come back, I should do a quick, almost like PSA and talk about that, because I do have my own opinions of how it should be done. And I will do that, and I'll upload as a separate video, too. When I come back, I will do that, then we'll continue with Adventure Mode. Alright, guys? So, stick with me.